Hi dear students, welcome you all for today's statistics class. In the previous video, already we have discussed about introduction of graphs and diagrammatic and rules of graphs and diagrammatics. In this video, we are going to know about the new concept is types of diagrams. What are the types of diagrams are there? So in that types, how we have to creating a diagrams. Let us know about that. In practice, a very large variety of diagrams are in use and new ones are constantly being added. For a sake of convenience and simplicity, they may be divided under the following heads. Generally, we are using different types of diagrams, but as per your syllabus, we are using 4 diagrams. First one is one dimensional diagrams, second one is 2-dimensional diagrams, third one is 3-dimensional diagrams, fourth one is pictograms and cartograms diagrams. Let us know about the what are the types of diagrams is there. Let us know about the one by one. First we have to discuss about the first one dimensional diagrams. One dimensional diagrams means the diagrams drawn by considering only one dimensions are called one dimensions diagrams. They are mostly bar diagrams. Here only the height or length of bars is considered. Means when we are drawing a diagrams, so we are giving importance only for one dimension, means one character. We are giving importance for one character or one quality information or one dimension information or one way information. So when we are giving importance only for one dimension, that type of diagrams are called as an one dimensional diagrams. In one dimensional diagrams, we have a different types of one dimensional diagrams. Let us know about the some of the one dimensional diagrams are: first one is simple bar diagram, second one is multiple bar diagram, third one is component or subdivided bar diagram, fourth one is percentage bar diagram. Okay students, let us know about the one by one. What are the types of bar diagrams? First one is simple bar diagram. Simple bar diagram comes under the one dimensional diagrams. One dimensional diagrams, under that we have a 4 types: simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, component or subdivided bar diagram, last one is percentage bar diagram. First we should discuss about the first concept, simple bar diagram. Simple bar diagram means here to represent the data, rectangular bars of equal width and height proportional to the magnitude of items are drawn with proper scale. So when we are drawing a diagrams, we are giving importance for equal width and length. We are giving importance for both. So width, we are giving importance width and also length, means height. So length and width, when we are giving importance for both, that type of bar diagrams are called as an simple bar diagrams. For example, for simple bar diagrams, let us know about the one example. So this is the best example. Following figures representing the decadal changes of population of India. Draw a simple bar diagram. In this problem, they are given information of year and population. So next we should give importance for both length and width. So years we should be write in horizontally. Next they are given population. Population we have to write here. So we should representation in the form of bar diagrams. We should give importance for width and also length. Width and length. So this type of diagrams are called as simple bar diagrams. This is the example. Just I am telling about the example. I am not giving a solution for this problem. This is the best example for simple bar diagram. So here width also is there, length also is there. So every year we are giving importance. Every year we are creating one simple bar diagrams. Okay students, this is the best example for simple bar diagrams. Next one is, second one is multiple or compound bar diagrams. Multiple bar diagrams are used to represent various sets of interlinked data. Here a set of adjacent bars or one for each component is drawn for comparison. Bars are differentiated with shades or colors and an index is provided for easy reference of a bars. Multiple or compound bar diagram means when we are creating a diagrams, we are used the various sets of interlinked data. We are taking for importance for interlinked data. Set of adjoint bars means one for each component. So some of the interlinked data means interconnected data will be information presented in a problem. So that data we have to consider here because of it's a multiple or compound bar diagram. So take an example for this. In the previous data they are given only information year and population. So here in this problem they are given information production, 3 years production they are given 2008, 2009, 2010. Next they are given food grains, rice, ragi and wheat. So here compounding means different types of information is there here. So we are giving importance for all the data means interlinked data. 2008, 9, 10 is an interlinked data. Rice, ragi and wheat is an interlinked data. All the food items. So first we should write the year information in horizontally. X axis 2008, 2009, 2010. After that we have to give importance for all food grains, rice, ragi and wheat. So here we are writing the compound bar diagrams. We are using 3 compound entries means compound bar diagrams. We are using the 3 bar diagrams. First one is rice, second one is ragi, third one is wheat. So after the drawing a table, next year, this is the index. So we have to indication, rice for we have to shade like this, ragi we are shading like this, wheat we are shading like this. We have to mention this one. So in the previous diagram or bar diagram, we are using only one. We are giving importance for length and width, that's it. But in this diagram, we are giving importance for all interlinked data. We are giving importance for rice, we are giving importance for ragi, we are giving importance for wheat. This is called as a multiple bar diagram. Okay students, next one we should know about the component or subdivided bar diagram. Compound or subdivided bar diagram means simple bars are drawn for a total magnitude of a variables. Further bars are divided into various segments, each segment representing a given component of the table. So in this component or subdivided bar diagram, we are giving importance for variables, all the magnitude of variables that bars are divided. We can use a single bar, that bars we have to divide it into various segments or various segmentations. Each segment represents a given component of total. So let us know about the example for how to representing the component or subdivided bar diagram. So take an example of this. In this problem they are given information of items and next expenditure in rupees, family A and family B. they are given information of family A and family B. Next, food information they are given. So how to representing the subdivided bar diagram is subdivided bar diagram representation the expenditure of a family A and family B. Now horizontally x axis we have to consider family A and family B. Family A we are using one bar diagram, for family B we are using another bar diagram. Under the family A, what are the items are there? Food, clothing, house rent, education and fuel others. All this information we have to divide it. This whole data we can consider as a 100. That data will be dividing. So that data we have to dividing based on the required information. Okay students. So in this single diagram we have to use all the fuel, education, house rent, clothing, food, all the information family A we can use in family A bar diagram. Coming to the family B bar diagram, we have to use fuel, education, house rent, clothing of family B bar diagram. Okay students, we have to subdividing the bar diagrams. Single bar diagram we should write. After that we have to dividing all the information in a single bar diagram. We have to dividing the data based on the given information. Family A food 2580, family A clothing 880. So based on this given information we have to dividing the data. So okay students, I am not giving a solution for this. After completing the theoretical information, next we will go for solution of these problems. Okay, just you can understand the examples how they are dividing. Next, last one is percentage bar diagram. Percentage bar diagram means this is another form of component bar diagram. Here the components are not the actual values but percentages of the whole bars are drawn with a height equal to the 100 each, and bars are divided into a segmentation according to their values. In this percentage bar diagram, the original values is not actual values. The original data, given data, we should be comfortably or conveniently we should convertible to a percentages. What is the given information? That given information we should be convertible in the form of percentage. So when we are original data we have to convertible into a percentage. That percentage information we have to representation in diagrams. Take an example here. So in this problem they are given information of subjects, marks of students, student A, student B, Kannada, English, statistics, economics, business, accountancy. They are given information. How to, this is the given information. This is the original data. Students A 72, 85, 97, 88, 90, 94. Total is 526. This is the original data. Original data we should convertible into a percentage. We should be convertible into a percentage. That percentage data we have to representation in a graph. So let us know about the how to representation. So this is the way. There is a formula for converting the percentages. Individual value divided by total value into 100. Individual value divided by total value into 100. So we already know about that. What is the given information? First one, student A, Kannada individual value is 72, total value is 526. We have to apply the formula. Student A, Kannada, individual value, individual Kannada subject marks is 72, total is 526 into 100. When we have to convertible original data into a percentage, we will get 13.69, approximately 14%. So we have to write here marks Kannada 72, in percentage 72, the percentage is 14. So total marks is 526. Total we can consider as a 100. Total we can consider as a percentage. Always we have to consider 100. 100 is a percentage. 72 divided by y26 into 100, we will get 14. Next 85. Next they are taking example of statistics. Statistics is marks is, they are taken example of student B statistics. Students B statistics marks is 95. 95 divided by 544 into 100, they will get 17. 0.4 is approximately 17%. So every individual marks we have to convertible into a percentage. We have to convertible into a percentage. That data is called as an percentage bar diagram. Individual data we have to convertible into a percentage. The percentage data we have to representation in a bar diagram. Okay students, I think all understood the theoretical. This is the theoretical information. In the next video I am going to solve the problems. On the time we can easily understanding the how to solve the problems. Okay students, let us know about the what are the types of bar diagrams are there and what are the types of simple bar diagrams are there. Okay, once again I will repeat what are the types of diagrams. One dimensional diagrams, there are 4 types: simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, component or subdivided bar diagram, and percentage bar diagram. These are the one dimensional diagrams. Types of diagrams, we have 4 types: one dimensional, 2 dimensional, 3 dimensional, and pictograms and cartograms. Okay students, these are the types of diagrams. Okay, thank you to all. In the next video we are going to solve the problems.